back. We are back. Where my people's at? Where my people's at? Who rocking with your boy Burly? Yeah. Who rocking with your boy Burly? Yeah, that head movement gotta be slick. You gotta have that head movement, people. You gotta have head movement, body movement, foot movement, hand movements. You in the fight, man. You was in the fight. And if you in the fight, you gotta do whatever possible to get to the end of the road, to make sure you go home safe. So we got head movement, body movement, hand movement, foot movement, everything moving. Your motion gotta be like the ocean, people. Everything moving. That's right. Don't just give him the victory, make him earn that victory. You know how you gonna keep him honest? That defense. That defense. Defense make you earn the victory, people. That's right. You got to earn that victory. Defense makes you earn the victory. You know, you ain't out here just taking victories. When you out here just taking victories, you probably fighting people with no defense. When you got that defense, when that defense is strong, that man he got to earn that victory. Smash that like button, people. Get those likes up. Get them likes up so my video can get out here. Please, namaste. Namaste, please. Smash the like button for your boy, for your Uncle Burly. Smash that like button for Uncle Burly. Touch that button. It ain't nothing. It's free. All you gotta do is smash it. Smash it. Smash that like button. Daryl D, yes, I am. I'm not working in the gym out here just yet. I'm looking around to see if there are any, if there's any people, any gyms out here willing to host Lyte Burly. If there's a gym out here willing to have Lyte Burly there, I'm definitely down to check into it. Right now, I'm just out here with the fam. But you could be seeing more of me in Dallas. You never know. I'm a wandering coach. Call me the wandering coach. Like the wandering samurai, I'm the wandering coach. Going from state to state, town to town, city to city, bringing everybody that 52 blocks. That's right. We spreading it. We ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. You see the title, Why is Kung Fu so accepted? Why is Kung Fu accepted in America? Now, I was talking with this guy named Philip E. Moore. He did the whole smash that like button for your boy. I see 7 people, but only 1 like. That means 6 people are just watching this video for free. You're going to finna soak up this information and you can't smash the like button for your Uncle Burly. He said, Coach is the traveling Shaolin Temple. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you. That's even bigger. That's even bigger. The traveling Shaolin Temple. I take that one. I take that. Shaolin Temple stands for hardcore training. That's what Shaolin Temple really stands for. Forget all of the stuff that they was teaching in the Shaolin Temple. You know what the Shaolin Temple stands for? Dedication, focus, discipline. Through that, you can make any martial arts system work. You can make any martial arts system work through that. Smash that like button, people. Smash that like button, people. We got 4 people that ain't even smash that like button. And they watching. They eye hustling. And it's all good. I ain't mad at the eye hustlers. But just smash that like button. It's anonymous. No one even knows if you smash the like button. You ain't even got to tell nobody. It'd be me and your little secret. Be you and Uncle Burly's little secret that you smash that like button. Go on and smash it. Go on and smash it. It ain't gonna press itself, people. That button ain't gonna press itself. Go on and press it. This is it. This is the only motion you need. How much this cost right here? How much this cost? This costs nothing. You ain't even burning no real energy doing that. Smash that like button. But anyway, why is Kung Fu so accepted over here? Like I said, I was seeing the video of Philip Edmore, Emore, I don't know how to say his name. I ain't trying to disrespect him, just don't know how to say his last name. And he was asking if 52 blocks is a real thing. Now, last I checked, 52 blocks is an American fighting system. All American, like apple pie. Apple pie in the sky. 52 blocks is apple pie in the sky. It's all American. But we would question that over something foreign. You know what I'm saying? We would question an art. Bruce Gas Boxing, salute. Jonathan James, appreciate you. We would question 52 blocks over something like Wing Chun. And I want to know why. I want to see what you think. Because I don't want to just jump out there and play the racial card. There could be other factors at play here. You know, and which I do believe. I do believe it has some racial vibes in it. But that's not the whole story. We got to also look, as Americans, how we get a lot of our information from watching movies. Because a lot of people over here don't really want to do the hardcore study that it takes to get the real information. So you'll go to the movie theater, see what's happening in the movies, digest that as real information. Maybe that's one of the reasons why Kung Fu is so accepted over here, because when they have a fight scene in the movies, most of the fight scenes are going to have some type of Kung Fu twist to it, right? Even here in America. Even if the action star was born in America, somehow he got these Kung Fu moves, right? And Kung Fu being choreographed, looks very good on silver screens. That's probably another reason, is that it has a very attractive side on the silver screen, is Kung Fu. But it even goes deeper, because you got men over here teaching Wing Chun, and they're not even from the Wing Chun village. And they're holding up these Wing Chun theories and, you know, fundamentals and attitudes over art that is all American. Now, I guess it even goes with cars, because a lot of people, when going to buy a foreign car, you're going to get something that ain't American. There ain't too many people buying American cars. You know, not saying that they ain't selling, but when you think of something nice, most people are thinking of a foreign car that's made by Toyota, Nissan, you know, not one of these General Motors, not one of these cars that's made over here in, you know, good old USA. So that could be a part of it too. So that's why I said I don't want to jump straight into the racial vibe, but I do believe that's part of it. I do believe that has a spin in it, while 52 is not taken seriously, because it was black men, melanated men, that created this art. So it's like, how did all of these melanated men create this art? When did they have time to create this art? I thought they was in the hood going after each other, you know, shooting, slinging drugs, whatever you want to, you know, whatever your perspective of the hood is. But what I've learned, anywhere men are at, fighting systems will be getting worked on, because that's what men do. You know, we are hardwired to have some type of protection element, whether it's to you, your friends, your family. As men, we are hardwired to want to protect. So of course, we'll be the ones thinking of the fighting systems, because we trying to think of different ways to protect the family, whether it's fight like a mantis, snake style, you know, crane, whatever you got to do. You can see men across the world did what they had to do to come up with a fighting system that they can use to go to war with to protect their borders. So why would it be different with 52? Why would it be different with the melanated man, that we would want to come up with a system to protect our borders? And it's so much, you know, what's the origin? What's the theory? Like, and a lot of these other arts don't have real origins either. Wing Chun was supposed to be a Young Chun, the lady, she was supposed to have, there was no Young Chun. Look her up. They don't have no record of her. But they got record of people like, who's my man from the, Long John. They got records of Long John, Money Change Your Wah, It Man, real people. These real people with birth dates and the date they died. Real people. But that Wing Chun lady, there's no records of her. No records of her. But people will still support that story. And then look at 52 blocks and say, oh man, I can't get a real origin story because these people say this, these people say that. In what system does that not happen in? You know, there are probably few systems that have been around for 3,000-4,000 years. And I'm pretty sure even then, back then, people had different perspectives of that system. No compromised media. Salute, warrior. I'm pretty sure there was people that disagreed, said, no, we don't do it like this, we do it like this. We don't move the hands forward, we keep the hands back, and we do, you know, I'm pretty sure there was people that disagreed, like, you know, with the system, because systems are made by men. Like, you may have had a system that came about, and then another group of men added on to that system and took that system to a different place. So I'm pretty sure almost all systems have went through the same thing 52 blocks is going through. So why would 52 blocks be questioned? Like, why would, you know, where were these men getting, like, were the melanated men are not qualified to make a fight system, or are we not smart enough to make a fight system? And I'm talking about over here in America, because we know in Africa got their fighting systems. You know, they got what they do. I'm talking about the melanated man in America. Are they saying we couldn't come up with no fight system? Did America make us so soft from our ancestors that made up fight systems that we couldn't figure out how to do it? But then you'll have someone like Wing Chun that's fully accepted. They got Wing Chun schools over here. And when's the last time you seen Wing Chun take a victory? I'll wait. And I'm not talking about the prodigal son and none of these kung fu movies. I'm talking about real time, MMA. When have you seen Wing Chun taking all these victories that we need to put all of this trust into it, put all of this faith into it? Krav Maga, Wing Chun, Choi Lee Foot, Snake, Mantis. Have you seen any Mantis victories? I haven't. I haven't seen no Snake victories yet. I've seen victories with fist, choking, and kicking. When it comes to victories, I've seen Muay Thai men take victories. I've seen boxers take victories. I've seen wrestlers take victories. I've seen from those arts, I've seen the victories. But when we talk about Kung Fu, I haven't seen a lot of Kung Fu victories. And listen, I train in Kung Fu, but I don't look to Kung Fu all the way as the fight. You know, I'm not thinking about trying to lion holds the ball in the fight. You know, you ain't gonna see me like this in the fight. There you go. He said, I never heard of a Kung Fu world title. Coach, neither have I. I haven't seen none of their champion, but yet people will digest it. They on their Wing Chun dummies. You know, they doing all of this. And then question the art like 52 blocks that has its roots in boxing. Something that does take victories. See, real 52 blocks has its roots in boxing. The first sport the melanated man over here was allowed to participate in. The manly art of self-defense. That's right. The manly art of self-defense. That's what 52 has its roots in, over here. Now, if you want to go abstract and go all the way back to Africa, that's on you. I ain't got to go that far back. I'm talking about right over here. Good USA. Good old USA. Right here. Apple pie in the sky. Black men came up with this system. Melanated men came up with this system. But yet it's questioned, like, how could they do this? How could they have done that? Listen, you sit a group of men anywhere long enough and come back, they're going to be wrestling and fighting. They're going to be working on some type of fighting system. They may come up with their own fighting system right amongst themselves, because that's what men do. Real men, warrior class, that's what we do. That's what we do. We're looking for ways to survive and protect the ones that we love. So yes, melanated men came up with 52 blocks. It has its roots in boxing, not the jail system. You know, we got to remove that. Yes, there are some 52 block men that went to jail, but there was Muay Thai men went to jail. Sambo men went to jail. It wasn't just only the black men. There was other races of men that went to jail with their arts. That's it. You went to jail with your art. Whoever you was, when you went to jail, you took it with you. If you was a chef, you was a chef in jail. If you was a fighter, you was a fighter in jail. If you was a drug dealer, you're a drug dealer in jail. Like, you took who you are with you. But the jail didn't have to define that. Maybe in jail you thought it, why you, because one thing you have in jail is time, the commodity of time. So with enough time, men sitting around, maybe you could create, maybe there was some add-ons from those brothers. I don't know. I'm just saying the system wasn't created there. There could have been add-ons from there. Yeah. Doing it in a tight space. I'm not against any of that. There's definitely add-ons. No one man is just going to create a whole system. The system is going to be added on, like Long John, where he made the 40-point Wing Chun system. He took Wing Chun from what it was and broke it down to his own thing. And I think it's his system that's more aligned with the Ip Mans and the Bruce Lees. But that's what men do. We break it down. We make it more efficient. If we're left alone to our own vices, we're gonna make something more efficient. And that's what's happening with 52. 52 was in a state where if crack would have never became king, and I'm talking about crack cocaine that ravaged, took apart the hoods in the ghetto, 52 would have probably kept evolving at a better pace. But 52 commenced to stop evolving because of once crack hit the neighborhoods, fist fighting and the manly way of handling business was out the window. They bringing in weapons, they bringing in guns now. But your boy Lyte Burly picked that torch back up. I lit it. The torch is lit. The hand down to the next generation to keep the art of 52 blocks going. So that's what's happening. It's been brought back to life, the continuous evolution. So there's no need to question it while you're holding on to something that you're not even sure of worth and it's not American. We got to get into buying American, people. I know a lot of times American doesn't give you the best product. But things are changing now. You got to buy back. It ain't where you from, it's where you're at. It ain't where you from, it's where you're at. Great Rakim said this. It ain't where you from, it's where you at. And if you over here in America, you make the best of what it is, and you help build the place that you're with. Of course, it's not a perfect place, but you tell me, you point to a better place. You point to a better place where their laws can serve you better, where the opportunity can serve you better. I don't think you're gonna find too many. So, for all the people that invest their time in the Kung Fu, and I ain't seen no Kung Fu champions, I've yet to see any real Kung Fu fights of clear victories consistently on what they doing. But yeah, we over here opening dojos in their name. A lot of the Wing Chun schools that are open out here ain't owned by Chinese men. You got black men, white men. It ain't just the Chinese men. You got all types of different men that own the Wing Chun dojos, but they ain't going to support nothing American like 52 blocks. You know, you got to ask yourself, why is that? And why is Kung Fu, without any clear victories, held in such a high regard? Why is it held in such a high regard over something like a 52 blocks, which is all American, like apple pie in the sky? So these are the questions that I'm gonna pose to you. I like some answers. Throw it in the chat. Leave it in the comments. Tell me, why do you think Kung Fu is so accepted over here as if it's something that we can really use? You know, you look at a lot of these Kung Fu techniques, they were designed to fight on a different level, even a different size man. You know what I'm saying? Chinese men ain't built like the men over here. So even the blueprint of it is really not meant for something that's going to help you get through the ghettos of America. It's saying so bullshit. I don't really call anything bullshit. No, because it's all free expression. Is it effective in the fight? I don't think so. I don't think so. I guess bullshit could mean, is it effective in the fight? And when it comes down to being effective in the fight, I don't know. Because you, as the practitioner, you would have to do a lot of work to make that art proficient in the fight according to the way we fight over here. Jordan, very true. Hollywood, I agree. Hollywood made it look very mystical. Hollywood made Kung Fu look magical and mystical, and as Americans, we get a lot of our information from watching movies. So yeah, we would think you can pull some of those moves off. You know, look what Ip Man did for Wing Chun. Everybody went out and wanted to get some Wing Chun when they seen him beating on somebody's face 12 times for a bag of rice. But we do know those fight scenes were choreographed, right? We do know those were choreographed fight scenes. And that if you put Donnie Yen in the room with 10 men, I bet it wouldn't look as good as it did on Hollywood, where they could call, you know, where they could edit and bring in the magic of editing. You know what I'm saying? When they can bring in the magic of editing, I bet it wouldn't look that good. Media considers Kung Fu clean and 52 dirty. For example, Creed 3, dude was considered the dirty fighter. Correct. I'll go with that. You're right. They do see Kung Fu as something clean and 52 is something dirty. Then that would also go back to what I said as far as the racial vibes. That not only is it a Hollywood thing, it's also a racial thing. Because if the melanated man is involved, it must be some dirty tricks going on, huh? Must be something going behind the back. It can't be on the level, right? It can't be be real if it came from the melanated man. But the Chinese man, he's all good. When we know the Chinese man is some of the most crooked people out there. They taking payoffs and Do you see some of the Kung Fu movies, how they treat each other? For the payout, for some money, they will backstab each other fast. Backstab. They backstab each other fast. So how does Kung Fu became so clean? We see what China's doing. We see how China treated Tibet and the Dalai Lama. We see what they doing. Their actions ain't undercover. We see you. So how did they get the clean? How did they get the clean side and the melanated man get the dirty side? These are questions we want answers to. That's why we asking them to start the conversation. You know, that's why they can question, is 52 real over a Wing Chun? He said, I was rooting for Dame. I was rooting for Dame too. I like the way he was punching the punch. That's very 52 too. There was a lot of 52 underlines in there, and they didn't call Lyte Burly. That's the only thing I got against Creed 3, was they didn't call me up in there to help me, so I can help them choreograph some of them fight scenes. Because if I would have been up there, Dame may have won the champion. Dame would have won the belt and kept the belt. You know what I'm saying? Creed would have never got the belt back. He would have had to get down with Dame, have Dame teach him. You know, Dame would have had to become like, what's the name, the Rocky, Apollo Creed the Rocky, and he would have taught him the ways of the 52, then he would have fought somebody else and used it. That would have been how the movie would have went if I would have choreographed it, because Dame wouldn't have been taking no losses. Dame would have been taking straight victories if I was choreographing those fight scenes. But, yeah, we have to look at it like that. That the melanated man gets the dirty side, the China man gets the clean side. And the China man, highly corrupt. Very corruptible. Highly corruptible. But, you know, this is America. So we're not, you know, we ain't gonna act like we're surprised. But I'm surprised at how you can have Americans overlooking American art. Even if it is the melanated man's art, it's the it's the melanated American art. That's right, melanated American art. You know, foundational Black Americans. FBA up in this joint, people. FBA up in this joint. But it's still American. So you would figure that Americans would support their own. Because in any other place, they support their own. China going to support their Wing Chun, they craft style, they mantis style, Thailand Muay Thai. They're going to support their styles. Korea karate. You know, they're going to support their arts. So we have to start doing the same. 52 Blocks does exist. It's the only art that's about self-defense, as far as defense of not being hit. how to educate your shield just like you educate your sword. The protagonist in Creed was also black. How to educate your shield and your sword. 52 blocks is having an educated shield. Then you put an educated sword with that, and you got a complete warrior. That's all we looking to build, is complete warriors, as close as we can get. So if you're going to train your offense, you need to train your defense. That's all 52 blocks is saying. It's pay attention to your defense just like you pay attention to your offense. But I just wanted to pop in to put that thought in your head is, why is Kung Fu so accepted over here? When we haven't seen the victory. We haven't seen Kung Fu men tearing up the MMA. They had their chance. When MMA started, there was crab, there was crane style, and those dudes was getting beat up in the first round. They had no sense of fighting. They was easily getting booboked all upside their head, dropped, knocked out. But yet, their system still gets supported. And I always said it's not the system, it's the man, it's the practitioner. But also, the system can be outdated. The system can also be not in a place where it fits the offense of the times. It's like trying to bring us a bow and arrow back. A bow and arrow is efficient. But if you put it around these Glocks with switches and extra extendos and long clips, your bow and arrow is out of place. You may be able to kill some, but that's about it. They won't be able to kill you 10 times over. So sometimes the weapon doesn't fit the current time. It's not that the weapon isn't usable, it just doesn't fit the current time. And that's what I believe with some of these Kung Fu styles, is that it's not effective, it just doesn't fit the current times of how we're offending each other now. You know, people maybe used to pull their punches back all the way back here, but now they're getting used to throwing them a little straighter. You know, so you don't have that moment to, you know, hot block all the way up here because ain't nobody coming from all the way up there. Most of the time. There are some bad fighters out there, but most of the time, you know, people are a little more smarter but wiser with their fights now. So a lot of systems may not be prepared for that, or not have made the jump to become more relevant today than they was to yesterday. You know, yesteryears, yestertimes. So that's what I believe. Leave me a comment why you believe Kung Fu is so accepted over here, but yet the melanated art of 52 blocks is always being questioned. Leave a comment in the comment section and know I will be back. As always, hands up, chin down, rumble. Young man, rumble. Hold on, Righteous Shadow said, peace almighty. I was just watching your 4th DVD last night. Salute, warrior. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the support. LyteBurly.com for all of your digital downloads, books, cards. You got the apparel there, the online course, learn-martialarts.com and advanced.lyteburly.com. Check it out. I appreciate the support. It's your boy. Oh, Righteous Shadow just said, this is Born God. Salute to Born God. Salute, salute. Thank the professor in the chat. He left my website. Throw up the online courses for them. Thank the professor. Let them see the online courses. If you want to sign up for the online course, we got one course, 500 lessons, where you can certify to become a 52 block instructor. Then we have advanced.lyteburly.com. If you already got your fight knowledge going on and you don't want to start from the beginning, but you still want that information, then you check me out at advanced.lyteburly.com. One is $15 a month, the other is $20 a month. It's not a lot. You can pay a lot more to a gym and to some of these, you know, outdated martial arts that you may take up and learn nothing from. But from these courses, you'll definitely get your learning on. As always, hands up, chin down, rumble. Young man, rumble.